everybody, this is Lauralee from Personal Cook Lauralee. Welcome back to my channel. Today I'm going to go ahead and share with you one of my first Instagram posts, which is an eggplant and bacon dish. It was done with Latin flavors, and today I'm going to do it for you and show you how I did that with a little twist. So come and watch me and cook with me together. Start with the breadcrumb to the crusted eggplant that I'm going to make for breakfast. Originally it was just seasoned with a lot of the Latin flavors like adobo and things like that I usually use. I'll show you those in a minute, but this time I thought what would be better in the morning, and I thought of having a baked eggplant crust. Okay, I like it plain because I can add my own seasonings. Then we're also going to add some Parmesan cheese. We're going to shred that right into this. And again, that might be more Italian, but it really works well with this dish. It's nice and salty. Okay, so when you have about that much, you can go ahead and just mix that in. Just aside for 1 minute. So we already seasoned our breadcrumbs with the cheese, and here I have about 6 sprigs of cilantro, and then 1 big sprig, I guess if you want to call it, of culantro, and then some thyme. It's about 5 sprigs, some garlic, and then some olives. And this olive I picked up yesterday. I tried a new one, but this is the one I've tried. All right, so I did here all of my thyme, and I just want to show you again how I did it. I just went ahead and pinched the top and just pull that all out, and it comes off really easily. So I'm going to go ahead and chop this all together. I'm just going to cut this in half. And mix these all in. And chop them up finely, along with the olives, about 5 little olives here. Chop them up together. You can do 1 garlic. I love garlic, so I'm going to do 2, and I'm making this as if I'm making it myself. My family probably won't eat it, but this I do enjoy. So when you get into this type of consistency, then you're good. You can go more if you like to. And then I'm gonna go ahead and just take a little half a lemon and squeeze the juice into that. And maintain it nice and fresh. And you guys should definitely smell this. It smells so good in here, and it's just the herbs that we're doing. So now I'm gonna just take this yumness, this goodness right here, and put it into our breadcrumbs.
Sounds delicious. Don't forget to mix it around.
And then we're gonna go ahead, mix that around. And then we're gonna set this aside because we're gonna go ahead and put our bacon in and get our batter ready to go. All right, so here's our eggplant, and I'm just gonna go ahead and cut them in slices. You can cut them as thick or thin as you want. I'm just gonna go with the flow and see where it come out. Maybe like a half an inch.
Looks nice and shiny.
These are the consistency that I like to have my little discs.
These look like apples on the inside, doesn't it?
A little bit.
Kind of want to eat one right now.
Now, I'm obviously not going to eat all of this, but I'm going to make some and cook them and then put them in the freezer so that next time it'll be a nice, easy fix for myself to eat. I battered 2 eggs into here. Usually I use red hot sauce from Frank's Red Hot Sauce, but lately I've been digging this oil. It's chili oil, and I'm gonna go with that one today. So I just put a little bit. I don't want too much. I just want a little kick in the background, and this one is just perfect where you feel a little heat, but it's not burning. Not that I don't think red sauce does that, but still. So I'm gonna mix that in. Always put a little bit of black pepper.
Tastes good with black pepper.
A little bit too much, but that's okay.
It tastes even more peppery.
With eggplants, I think that they can be kind of dull in taste, so I will add a little bit into the mixture. Otherwise, I don't, or I leave it towards the end if I can help it. From that medium eggplant, I got 12 slices. They're about like maybe, I don't know, a half an inch or so.
Probably.
I'm gonna go ahead and move these around, drench it. I'm gonna go ahead and then put this into the nice, delicious mixture just to get a nice little crust.
Ooh, that's a good idea.
I'm gonna do it again just to get all of the flavors that I can. And dip it one more time. Then I'm gonna go ahead and put it onto my baking sheet pan. All right, so I started off with the first batch, which ended up to be 6. I packed these on with the crust fairly heavily. You don't have to do that, but I do. I mean, it smells so good. I can't wait till you guys try this yourself. So there's 6 of them here. And then I'll do another 6. At this point, I only did 6 bacon as well. Usually I cut them in half, and anyways, I'll show you how I'll do it up. But I'm gonna put both of these in the oven for 425, about 8 to 12 minutes, depending how quickly they cook. I'll let you know at the end. Okay, so as the bacon and the eggplant are baking in the oven, I wanted to show you one of the sauces that I've done in the past that I thought would go very well with this dish. It wasn't done originally when I posted my first Instagram, but this is what I came up with. So these are the suntan peppers. It was a whole one like this, but I just cut it in half. So about a half a pepper, a large pepper. And I'm just gonna cut this up a little bit more because it's gonna go in the blender. I'm gonna put a half of peppers in there. I did about a big spoonful of olives. Maybe about 8 of them, maybe 9. I love sun-dried tomatoes. It's not a Spanish ingredient, but I love the taste. It's really tangy. 1 garlic, and then 1 green onion. Get it to the bottom, chop these up, and then put them in here. And also the juice of a lemon. Then I'm gonna go ahead and put some oil in there and mix it up. This just came out of the oven and was baked at 425 for 8 minutes. Perfectly crusted and good. Now the bacon is thick bacon, so they have to go in for 4 more minutes. I have Hellmann's mayonnaise, the olive oil dressing. I love this one. I think it has a little bit more flavor. I'm gonna do 1 scoop of this big spoon. Two heaping big teaspoons, or not teaspoons, tablespoons. And then I'm gonna use this chipotle pepper. It's a little spicy, very spicy actually. And depending on your flavor taste, you can just use half of it or all of it. At this point, I'm going to use half of it. It's nice and spicy. I like it. If you don't, you can just skip this whole piece. And I know people say you keep the seeds, they're the hottest, but I'm just gonna go ahead and put it all in together. Again, a little bit with lemon juice. Squeeze that into there for some freshness. I'm gonna mix that up.
With your finger?
No, with my finger. And now you have your chipotle mayo for a sauce side. I don't like to have anything go to waste, and I'm gonna go ahead and chop this up. You don't have to do this, but like I said, I don't like wasting anything. A little bit of black pepper. And then of course I love garlic, so I'm gonna put a little bit more garlic. You do not have to do this, but I love it. So we're gonna go ahead and set this aside. So we have two different sauces going on in here, and you are going to absolutely love it. It smells so good in here. I mean, this is a breakfast meal, but it can definitely be lunch or even dinner. There's so many proteins going on through the dish. All right, so now I am going to show you how to plate this. Everything is completely done. We had the eggplants cooking for 8 minutes at 425. We had the thick bacon cooking in the oven for 425 for about 11 to 12 minutes, and it was nice and crispy. And the eggs, we also fry the eggs. So I'm gonna go ahead and show you how I would like to eat this myself. But this is how Mama likes it. Our chipotle mayo sauce, here obviously it was Hellman's olive oil because I completely love that taste. It's so much better. We put actual real chipotle, so I'm gonna put a little dabber in here. We're gonna put that, maybe a little bit more, lemon, pepper, and garlic.
Maybe a little more.
I'm gonna put just a little dollop in there. Just like that, or whatever you're comfortable with, but I'm gonna just put that in for now.
It's a troll.
Then I'm gonna go ahead and take one of these very tender but crispy eggplant. I'm gonna place it right down there so it can hold its space, because you want this special, right? Whether it's for yourself to do some self-care love, or for someone else, you kind of want that going on there. Then I'm gonna take one bacon. I'm gonna kind of do it up a little bit. And I'm gonna cut that in half with my hands or knives. And I'm gonna place that right there. This is kind of exaggerated, but I think you'll get the point. We'll have one egg. My little one helped me do this and kind of burn, so it was a little sacrifice in there. And then, before I place my other layer, I'm gonna go ahead and do that sauce that I did with the red peppers, or the suntan peppers, the tomato, sun-dried tomatoes, olive oil, green onions. And this is good for a lot of different meals, but I'm gonna go ahead and show you how I really do this up, and it's delicious. It's gonna put that there so I can stick it together. And then I'm gonna find the next closest Parmesan eggplant, excuse me, the next closest eggplant, and put that on there. Also gonna layer it with more sauce. The egg, and then I'm gonna take a crusty bacon like this. See, I usually get that if I bake it in the oven. Break it in half, and then kind of that doesn't go through, just take a little knife, cut it through the middle, and stick it in. And of course, since this is a Latin flavored dish, I did take some green onions and cilantro, and I'm just gonna go ahead and drizzle that over, just like that. Maybe like over here. I like to make things pretty.
I'm gonna taste my mom's dish. I hope it's delicious. Ooh, that's crusty. I can hear the crustiness. There's only one thing I don't like about this dish. There's just one thing. It's this.
Eggplant?
Yeah.
How's everything else?
Totally delicious.
How's the crust?
It is delicious. I'm gonna take a piece of this bacon.
How's the eggs?
So great.
So would you say this is kid friendly or just adult friendly?
Kid friendly.
It is? Even though not liking the eggplant? Although this is your first time trying the eggplant.
But I do like the rest of it. The rest of it is totally delicious. Cooked the right way. Has a nice touch and so not stretchy, delicious.
All right, this is what my daughter left, but I'm gonna go ahead and try it and taste it. I'm gonna take the eggplant that was baked, dip it in that sauce. Oh my. Super crustiness. And it's getting a little messy, but you know what? It doesn't even matter because it's really delicious. I'm putting a little bit of the eggplant crust, the sauce, the bacon. It's like a new invention of just delicious Puerto Rican flavors with the eggplant. It's so satisfying. It's healthier. Like I said, you can bake it, but I mean, you can fry it, but bake it tastes so good. Hold on. I know my little one do not like the eggplant, but if you do like eggplant, as I'm stuffing my face, I highly suggest that you try this. This is so delicious. And if you don't like eggplant, free to give it a try as well, because it's very, very, very delicious. Thank you so much for watching my video here at Personal Cook Lauralee. Please try it and give me a thumbs up and just give me your comments. Let me know. Let me know what you like. Thank you so much for watching, and I hope you enjoy this. Have a great day. Bye-bye.